Most people get this wrong when they try to start a company in Serbia. They assume it is either extremely complicated or fully digital and instant, like opening an app. But Serbia is somewhere in between. It is simple if you follow the correct legal process, but strict if you skip steps or misunderstand the requirements. Here's the truth no one tells you up front. Starting a company in Serbia is one of the most straightforward setups in Europe for foreigners, but only if you understand the exact order of registration, banking, and tax steps. If you do things in the wrong sequence, you can waste weeks going back and forth with documents. Now here is exactly what you are going to learn in this video. You will understand how company formation in Serbia works in 2026, which company type foreigners usually choose, the full step-by-step registration process, what documents you need, real costs, timelines, banking setup, tax obligations, and the biggest mistakes that delay approval. By the end, you will have a clear roadmap you can actually follow without confusion. And we are starting immediately with the most important decision. Because before anything else, you need to choose the right legal structure. Now here's where most beginners fail. They rush into registration without understanding liability and tax structure. In Serbia, the most common company type for foreigners is called a .oo, which stands for Društvo sa ograničenom odgovornošću. You don't need to remember the full name. Just think of it as Serbia's version of a limited liability company. It works like an LLC in the United States or a private limited company in the UK. The key advantage is simple. Your personal assets are generally protected from business liabilities. Now here's where it gets interesting. Serbia also allows sole proprietorship registration, but that structure is usually better for local freelancers or very small operations. If you are building a scalable business, working with international clients, or planning long-term growth, the DOO is almost always the better option. Now let's move into something very important that most people misunderstand. To start a DOO in Serbia, you need minimum share capital. The standard requirement is 100 Serbian dinars. Yes, it sounds extremely low, and that surprises most people. But here's the important detail. Even though the legal minimum is symbolic, you still need practical capital for operations and banking credibility. Now here's a curiosity loop for you. In a minute, I will show you the exact step-by-step process that determines whether your company gets approved in a few days, or gets stuck in administrative delays for weeks. But first, let's answer a very important question. Can foreigners start a company in Serbia? The answer is yes. Foreigners can fully own and operate a Serbian company. You do not need Serbian citizenship or residency to register a business. But here's the catch. You must have a registered business address in Serbia. This is mandatory. Every company must have an official address where government institutions can send legal documents. Now here's what many beginners do not realize. You do not necessarily need to rent a physical office. There are registered address services in Serbia that allow you to legally use their location for company formation. But here's the important part. That address is not just symbolic. It is legally active. Tax authorities and courts will use it for official communication. So reliability is more important than cost. Now, let's talk about company management. A Serbian DOO must have at least one director. This person is responsible for legal representation of the company. A foreigner can be a director, and there is no strict requirement for Serbian residency in many cases. Now here's where things begin to get more structured. Company formation in Serbia is not just one step. It is a sequence of legal actions involving the business register's agency, bank account setup, tax registration, and sometimes notarization depending on the structure. And in a minute, I will break down that full sequence so you understand how everything connects. But first, let's talk about the documents you need. You will need Articles of Association. This document defines ownership structure, business activity, capital contribution, and management rules. It must follow Serbian legal formatting. You will also need identification documents like a passport, proof of address, and sometimes certified translations depending on your nationality and the bank requirements. Now here's where most beginners make a critical mistake. They underestimate document accuracy. In Serbia, small inconsistencies in documents can slow down the process significantly. Now let's move into the step-by-step process. Step 1 is choosing and reserving your company name. Your company name must be unique and not already registered in Serbia. It must also comply with naming rules and cannot be misleading or offensive. Now here's a retention moment. The next step is where most delays happen, not because it is difficult, but because of documentation formatting. Step 2 is preparing the founding act. This is the core legal document of your company. It defines shareholders, ownership percentages, business activities, and internal rules. Now here's where it becomes important. In many cases, this document can be prepared and submitted electronically through the Serbian Business Register's agency system. This is one of the reasons Serbia is considered efficient for company formation. But if anything is incorrect, your application will be rejected, and you will need to resubmit. Step 3 is submitting the registration application to the Business Register's agency, known as APR.E. This is the official institution that registers companies in Serbia. Once approved, your company becomes legally active and receives its registration number. Now here's the moment everything becomes real. This is when your company officially exists in Serbia. Step 4 is tax registration. After incorporation, your company is automatically registered with the tax authorities. You receive a tax identification number, which is required for invoicing and operations. Now let's pause here, because this is important. Many beginners assume they can start invoicing immediately after registration. But depending on your business model, you may also need VAT registration. In Serbia, VAT registration becomes mandatory once your annual turnover exceeds a threshold, which is currently around 8 million Serbian dinars. However, voluntary VAT registration is also possible and can be useful for EU client transactions. Now here's a curiosity loop. In a minute, I will show you how long the entire process actually takes and how experienced founders speed it up significantly. But first, let's talk about banking. Step 5 is opening a business bank account. This is required for full company operation. All payments go through this account, and it is used for financial reporting. Now here's a real-world example. Imagine Alex, a freelance designer from India. He registers a Serbian DOO. He starts working with clients in Germany and the Netherlands. He invoices through his Serbian company, receives payments in euros, and builds an international business structure. This is why Serbia is attractive. It offers low setup complexity and access to international markets. Now let's talk about timing. In a smooth case, company registration in Serbia takes around 3 to 7 business days. In some cases, it can be even faster if documents are properly prepared and submitted electronically. But here's the key insight. Speed depends entirely on preparation. Clean documentation equals fast approval. Now let's talk about cost. The cost of starting a company in Serbia is relatively low compared to most EU countries. It includes registration fees, optional notary fees, and bank setup costs if required. But here's what really matters. The cost of mistakes is higher than the cost of setup. A rejected application or missing document can delay your business unnecessarily. Now let's move into ongoing obligations because this is where real responsibility begins. Once your company is active, you must maintain accounting and tax reporting. Serbia requires bookkeeping, financial statements, and tax filings, even if your company has no revenue. Now here's a common mistake. Many beginners assume inactive companies have no obligations. That is incorrect. Reporting is still mandatory. This is why many foreign founders hire local accountants to ensure compliance and avoid penalties. Now let's talk about VAT strategy again. If you are working with EU clients or planning to scale, VAT registration becomes a strategic decision. But registering too early without understanding your structure can increase administrative workload unnecessarily. So timing is important. Now here's the final insight before we wrap up. Serbia is not part of the European Union, but it is strategically positioned for international business. Many entrepreneurs use it as a cost-efficient base while serving EU and global clients. Now, let's quickly summarize everything. To start a company in Serbia in 2026, you choose a DOO structure, secure a registered address, prepare founding documents, submit registration to the Business Registers Agency, obtain tax registration, open a business bank account, and maintain ongoing accounting compliance. The biggest takeaway is simple. Serbia is one of the easiest company formation environments in Europe if you follow the process correctly, but it becomes slow and frustrating if you ignore documentation rules. And now you have a complete step-by-step roadmap, from idea to fully operational Serbian company. If you found this guide useful, make sure to like the video, leave a comment with your questions, and subscribe. In upcoming videos, I will break down how to scale an international business from low-tax jurisdictions, including banking strategies, client acquisition systems, and tax planning frameworks that work in 2026.